Yo, everybody. Hey, Simon here with Aim Higher Photography. Hey, guys, tonight I got my Nikon Z9 along with my 35mm 1.8, and I'm shooting at 1.8. You guys know I recently had the 35mm 1.2, and I was doing a comparison between the 1.2 and the 1.8. Guys, I ended up sending the 1.2 back. Guys, if you have a 1.2 or if you have a 1.8, always the newer technology, more than likely it's going to be better. Right now, I'm about to clean some cars. This is a Honda here behind me. Guys, I'm sure the Honda of today is a lot better than the one last year or even the year before that. So guys, it is really hard to do an actual comparison when you step up in quality. A $2,600 35mm 1.2 is going to be better than the 1.8. The coatings that they put on the lenses, the amount of flare that you do not get on the 1.2 versus the 1.8. But guys, if you do not have a 1.2 to compare, guys, the 35mm 1.8 is a great lens, and that's why I end up sending the 35mm 1.2 back. Guys, I want to get some video footage. I got my drone out with me today. It's going to put on some tracking. Guys, I want y'all to see how good the 35mm 1.8 is at 1.8, and it only costs between $700 and $800. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me get my tracking on. Let's go to tracking right there. Me, focus on me. Auto track. Is it following me yet? All right, cool. We got the active track on. If you have the 35mm 1.2, oh man, guys, it's a great lens. The video quality, guys, is great. It really is great. All right, let's get it. Yeah, guys, so if you currently have the 35mm 1.8, you know, I already made my decision. I would not go out and buy the 35mm 1.2 unless, you know, you're just someone who just likes the best of the best, and I get that. I mean, we're all shooting photos, portraits, videos, stuff like that. You know, yeah, you know, when you're shooting, you want the best. I get it. I just cannot justify $2,600 for the 1.2 when I'm seeing so much great quality out of the 1.8. I gotta remember to move my camera. Sorry guys. I guess you guys probably got all drone footage there because I didn't move the I didn't move the camera. I left it. The thing about the 35, usually I have, like I told you guys before, I usually have the, see, I gotta move way back here just to get that in the shot. I usually have my 20mm because I don't have to move as often, you know? Yeah, guys, but look at this. Look at this. I should be in focus right about now. Guys, I'm shooting at 1.8. I believe I'm shooting in 4K 30 frames per second. Shutter speed is 1/60. But yeah, guys, the last time I brought my 1.2 out, I had the 1.8. Yeah, and of course the 1.2. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. The 1.2 for video looks better. It just does. It looks better. I'm not gonna lie. For pictures, I just wasn't seeing it. I really wasn't. And I was like, wow, why is it that the video quality looks so much better than the pictures when videos are just a combination or, you know, multiplicity of pictures, I didn't get it. I could not replicate, I don't know why. And I used it on my Z9, I used it on my ZF, I used it on my wife's Z, or my wife's ZF, my Z8 and Z9. And guys, I wasn't getting it. So you guys see the drone? Y'all see the drone in the shot? Should be in the shot. The DJI Mini 5 Pro. Let's come down here. Let's come down here. And get, yeah, that's the thing about the 35, guys. I can only get like a couple cars unless I go farther back. Yep. Unless I go farther back. So once again, how is this focus? How is this focus, guys? How is this focus? 35 millimeter, 1.8 at 1.8. How is this quality at night? My ISO is set to automatic with a maximum of 12,800. Whenever I do video, I up my ISO to 12,800. For pictures, 6,400. But for video, I go ahead because I just want to go ahead and get some video. It doesn't have to be the greatest because mainly I am a photographer that shoots some video versus being a videographer that shoots some photography. I'm always looking back to check my my hose, make sure I don't trip up my tripod and drop. See, once again, oh my God. Once again, guys, all that footage, whenever I forget to move the camera, the footage is going to have to be from the drone because I forget all that often. Okay, let me do this. Let me see if I can do this. And then maybe we can get 3. Maybe it will, focus on me, somewhat. So yeah, let's just see. Let's just check this out. Let's check it out. Got the overnight cleaning crew just coming in. So yeah, how is this, guys? How am I looking? How am I looking? It's actually going to probably focus on the drone right now. I don't know. Now if I look, now this is good. Is it focusing on me? Can you guys see me? Let me come in closer. Let me just walk straight. Let me walk straight. Now, let me walk this way. Because I have this on, it should prioritize human faces, right? So, or is it catching that drone? I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. But once again, guys, if I ever forget to move the camera, I apologize. It's just that, man, that 35 is, I got to keep it way back, and then that's how I don't like shooting, like that. I like being up close. That's how I use my 35 or any of the cameras. I want the subject to be like waist up. I don't want full body, and all that kind of stuff. I want to see more of the person than the background. Even if I'm shooting at like f8 or f11 or anything like that, I want the person is always the primary. Come back here. Next, we're gonna go over here. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. And we'll do this. And then I can kind of get those four. Come on, drone. Maybe do you guys give your drone a name? Stupid question. Do you give your drone a name? All right, let's get these cars. You know, because sometimes when you're making these videos, you can run out of stuff to, stay. I'm not no Stephen A. Smith. That'll just, and if I don't have nothing to say, I'll say something ignorant. So, all right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, John, look, you're kind of in my way now because I'm trying not to spray you. Thank you very much. Smart, smart. You learn. Why would you want to get wet? All right, guys, anyway, once again, 35 millimeter, 1.8 at 1.8. We're going to come around and see how the drone does. I got to be very careful not to spray towards the drone. I'm going to turn around this way. My camera, guys, or my remote control, guys, it's way on the other side where I started from. It's sitting on top of a car. But I have the antennas pointed facing the drone. Y'all can see the landing light just coming on. That's cool. I mean, we're not flying no higher than what, about, I don't think we got over 6-7 feet. Uh-oh, wait, whoa. You guys can't see me, can you? You guys can't see me, 35, huh? Y'all want to see something? Let's see. Y'all want to see? When was the last time I ran? Okay. Y'all see the drone? Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let me get y'all in the shot. Come on. All right, cool. Y'all see the drone right there? Y'all see the drone? Huh? Can he catch me? Can he catch me? Can he catch me? Can he catch me? Oh, man. Woo. I need some water. Drone, you kind of slow. You kind of slow. Come on, drone. You know what year I was born in? I was born in 19... You was born in 2025, drone. Woo. Got him. Got him. Got him. Woo. I still got it. Look, look, look. I'm gonna try for the Olympics. Let's get it. Oh, see, losing my voice. Let's get it. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. Move around. I want to make sure I don't get my hole snagged. So guys, that is it for my test of the 35 millimeter 1.8. It is a great lens for both photography and video. So guys, stick with the 35 millimeter 1.8. If you just need the 1.2, go ahead and get it. Guys, please comment, like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys on the next video. Simeon with AIM Photography. I'm out. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.